Audi as we know it is changing. The new A4 is becoming the A5 and the A6 is going to become the A7. This is because the even numbers are going to become the new e-tron range. The e-tron range is also growing substantially too, with the introduction of the new A6 e-tron in a few months' time, as well as the A4 e-tron in a few years. Today now we are going to look at yet another electric SUV from Audi. Yes, I know it feels like that every electric car that is being revealed at the moment is an SUV. This is the new Audi Q6 e-tron, guiding the way to the new generation of Audi. Let's have a look and see what this new tech-heavy car is like. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. Now I just want to mention that the new Q6 e-tron is no small car. In fact, it is actually 4mm wider than the Q8 e-tron, which is also very wide. So driving it on UK roads won't be as easy as the Q5 on which it rivals. But visibility is quite good. So let's start with the platform. The new Audi A6 e-tron is based on the PPE platform, which also underpins the new Porsche Macan Electric. Along with the Porsche having a new design language, Audi have done the same with the Q6 e-tron. To start with, we get what looks like a conventional set of headlights up top, which are actually the customisable LED daytime running lights. The centre of the front is taken up by the big and new octagonal grille with a fake mesh pattern and the new Audi logo. We also get a decent central air vent too. What is different though is the side vents. On this car they are connected to the grille, and above them we get the main headlight units that are hidden when they aren't lit. Very similar to what BMW are doing with their 7 Series and X7. And it actually does look quite good on this car. This is the new look we are expecting to see on the new Q5 and A6 e-tron too. Let's hope it looks as good as this. Moving around to the side and we get a nice crease above the front and rear wheels, similar to what the smaller Q4 e-tron has. You also get a black bar lower down to break the body colour to make it look sportier and less off-roader style. You also get a sleek profile along the side too, and this is helped by some modern nice wheels. Moving around to the back and we get a typical Audi design. We get some slim tail lights, which we will talk more about in a moment. They are also connected with a light bar, and the overall profile looks very similar to the Q8 e-tron and even the new Q4 e-tron. It is just a much sleeker and modern look. The bumper is also sleek and has some more gloss black cladding too. Right, let's talk about these tail lights, as this is an industry first with these ones. They have OLED technology, and just like the LED daytime running lights up front, you can change the pattern to what you want. But there is also another few features to talk about. Now, there are actually a few safety features to talk about too with these tail lights. A few of the features are as follows. If the driver gets too close to the Audi Q6 e-tron, then they will change their pattern to let them know they are getting close. They will also show if there's an obstacle ahead with a warning triangle. It also has this cool animation with triangles and changes throughout over a period of time. Now, you may think that it is distracting, but they are dim enough not to be, and there's always a decent amount of light that comes from it. Right, let's have a look at the battery motor options you can have with the new Audi Q6 e-tron, as this is going to be the most important part to this car, as it is in a tight rivaling segment. So, there are two versions of the base Q6 e-tron, and that you also get an SQ6 e-tron. Let's start with the base model first. The first model is a 303 brake horsepower single motor unit that is rear wheel drive. This gives you a 0 to 62 time of 6.7 seconds. The battery size is 100 kilowatt hours with a 94.9 kilowatt hours that are usable. This gives you around 370 miles of range, which is actually quite good. Charging speeds are also decent at 260 kilowatts too. The next version is the Quattro version, and this has 386 brake horsepower and a 5.9 second 0 to 62 time. It is also a dual motor version, with one motor being at the front and one being on the back, but it is rear wheel biased. The electric only range has been reduced slightly to about 350 miles now, but this is still pretty impressive. The battery size is the same at 100 kilowatt hours, and so is the charging speeds. Now let's have a look at the SQ6 e-tron model. You get 487 brake horsepower this time, but it does increase to 514 brake horsepower when you activate launch control. This gives you a 4.4 second 0 to 62 time and a 142 mph top speed. Again, this is also a Quattro setup, so a dual motor version. Battery and charging speeds are the same on this model too as the other models, and the range is about 355 miles, which is still decent. Overall then, it's not a too complicated setup, and it is easy to choose from whether you want the rear wheel drive, Quattro or the SQ6 e-tron. All the options are decent options, and you won't feel like you want more from the option you pick. The price of the new Audi Q6 e-tron starts at £62,645 for the base Q6 model, and for the SQ6 e-tron it starts at £92,120. Right, let's have a look at what it is like on the road quickly, as there are some more things I want to talk about. Now, out on the road, the Q6 e-tron feels big on small roads, like I said at the beginning, but if you put it on some open roads like a dual carriageway or some country roads, then the Q6 is an excellent car to drive. It is also the first Audi to feature true one-pedal driving for the first time, and it works very well. It has different strengths of regenerative braking, and this can be controlled by the steering wheel paddles. The most aggressive option brings the car to a complete stop without touching the brakes once. You can also switch it off if you prefer though. Right, let's have a look at the interior. So climbing inside the new Audi Q6 e-tron, and you are welcomed to an all new interior that we haven't seen before on any Audi. Let's start with the dashboard design. On this model you get 3 screens. You get an 11.9 inch digital instrument cluster with sharp new graphics on it. This instrument cluster is very easy to navigate, as it is very similar to other digital instrument clusters from Audi in the past. You also get a huge 14.5 inch infotainment system with all new software. This also now houses your climate control system, but that stays in place. It has sharp graphics and it's very easy to use, and you also have shortcuts near the driver for your media and navigation. The main screen has a widget layout which is very similar to the Volkswagen system. If you want a review on this system, then let me know in the comments section below, as this will be in all new Audis that are coming out this year and next year. Moving to the passenger side, we get another screen which has essential information on it for the passenger. It is optional on the higher of the range though, which is a shame, but it does work very well and I would recommend getting it. The door cards also have a new design, and there is a main touch panel which houses your light controls, seat controls, as well as your mirror controls and door locks. The overall design is minimalistic and true Audi however. The centre console is very premium, although it is mostly covered with piano black plastic that will scratch very easily. It houses the usual gear selector and some shortcut buttons too. The seats are also new and are supportive and comfortable for long journeys. Practicality is also decent too, as there is a lot of storage up front. Overall then, this is a nice place to be, and it has been stepped up from other interior designs that we have known from Audi. I look forward to seeing this design on other new Audis soon, as it will bring Audi ahead of its rivals. Let's have a look at the rear seats. So, getting into the back of the Q6 e-tron, and with the driver's seat set up for a 6-foot person, I have plenty of legroom in the back, and I am also 6 foot, as you may already know from other past reviews. Headroom is also decent too, and the premium feel continues in the back. You also get your own air vents and your own climate control system, as well as heated rear seats and an armrest. And again, storage in the back is very decent too, just like the front. Talking of practicality, let's have a look at the boot. So, opening the boot to the Q6 e-tron, and you're welcomed with a 526 litre boot size. This is smaller than the Q5, which is the petrol version of this car, but it is the best out of the BMW iX and the Mercedes EQE SUV in what this car actually rivals. Folding the seats down, and this increases to 1,529 litres. You also get a front boot too, which is 64 litres in size, and it can easily store charging cables and other bits too, which is a nice thing to have. So in summary then, what do I think of the new Audi Q6 e-tron? Well, let's compare it to its rivals, the BMW iX and the Mercedes EQE SUV. Personally, the Audi Q6 e-tron has a much better style over both of those cars inside and out, and it's also the most practical. There is also going to be a Sportback version coming later this year, as well as an RS version, and I'm looking forward to both of them. I think Audi has hit the spot very well for the Q6 e-tron, and I can't wait to see what the i5 rivaling A6 e-tron is going to be like. This is going to be another important car. Well done, Audi. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.